What is up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in to another video. On today, I will be featuring the new Juvia's Place Bronzed collection. So I did pick up the palette, and then I also picked up one of the bronzer duos in the shade Tan. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. Also, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you will catch every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday my uploads. Leave a comment down below if there are some collections or some products that you would like to see featured on this channel. Also, really quick, please forgive me for the fan in the background as I get hot. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. And then also, if you hear my kids in the back, from the bottom of my heart, please forgive me, as I decided to record this later in the day instead of this morning. And without further ado, girl, let's go ahead and jump into this video. Bye. So as you can see, I started off with the palette. I did go in first with that more like tan shade. Eyebrows are already done, which I used my Morphe pencil in Java. And then I do conceal with the NARS Soft Matte in Ginger. Lids were primed with Juvia's Place shade 1 in their eye primer. So like I said, I went in with my Alamar Cosmetics brush, the lighter shade, more like a transition shade. And just put that on both lids. Next, I'm jumping into that more mustard shade, and I'm just going to also blend that in the crease along with that first transition shade. Now here I did go in with that darker brown shade on that outer corner just to deepen it up. I also did end up mixing that reddish orange shade also in the top row. I did not show it, but those are the shades that I went in with that outer, on the outer corners. Y'all, I was rushing through this part because I was trying to make sure the kids did not scream or anything while I was recording. Then I decided at the last minute I was going to do a voiceover, but still, because I can still hear them in my background, so I'm sure you can too. But again, just going over those areas with those two shades. And then I am next going to go in with, in the palette, it's more of like a rose gold shimmer shade. And please don't mind me rapping in the background. I also sprayed my brush to pick up the shimmer shade because I do feel like their shimmer shades in their palettes kind of need a good spray before you go in. I don't personally care for their shimmers without spraying the brush first. As you can see, I also went back in with the two transition shades, so that like more tan shade and then the yellow, to kind of add that color, those colors back into the look, because it did kind of fade a little bit once I added that outer corner. And then as you can see, I'll eventually go into like a packing motion with that rose gold shimmer on the lid. So as you can see, I came in with the lashes on. These are the Kish Couture. I did also go in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. For some reason, I actually really like this primer. I truly do not know what it is, but I really like it. And then also in my T-zone, like I did in the previous video, I did go ahead and go in with my matte Poreless Putty Primer by e.l.f. That to me is a must. Like I said, I have to mix that primer in with any primer that I use. I don't care what primer I use it with. I've done it with the Huda Beauty, the like their water primer. I've combined it with that one. So that to me is a must. And then the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I wanted to test it out, so I did buy the travel size. I really like it, and I do feel like my makeup lasts, so I did go ahead and purchase the bigger size. So once this one is done, I could definitely go into that. Now I am going to use the Fenty Eavesdrop in the shade 12. I do not apply this how everyone else does. I'm sorry, maybe I just need to grow up, but I cannot do it with my hands. And then too, I think because my nails are a little bit longer, not that long, like who am I kidding, but I just squeeze it on my face and I go on with a sponge. And again, this is the DSMG Shop sponge. I'll have that link below too. These sponges are actually really good, and it is damp, but I feel like that is a perfect shade. Like I said, in the other Fenty foundations, like the soft matte and the hydrating one, I am in shade 310. So shade 12 is a perfect match for me. So I'm just blend that on out. Girl, good night. It took me forever to blend that out. So now I'm using the shade Warm Beige in the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And I am just going to go ahead and apply that under the eye. And then also in this, you will see me use, I'm going to go in with a contour. This is the shade Abidjan by Juvia's Place. It's their shade stick. So I'm also going to put that around the perimeter of my face, so we can go ahead and, you know, get a little bit of warmth. So I actually like using this one better for cream contour because of the warmth that it gives. I don't too much care for cool tones on my face, but yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with that same sponge. And then for the cream contour, I did go in with the brush number 1 is by BH Cosmetics in their marble collection. I think this was their marble collection. I'm not too sure. I don't know if they had more than one marble. Who knows? But yeah, you see how easy that just kind of blends out. And this brush is a little bit stiff. It's still soft, but it's stiff at the same time. I honestly cannot explain that to you, but it was so easy for me to blend that out. And then I also did go ahead and drag the excess on down to the chin area. It is such a pretty color, such a pretty color. Go ahead and hit that nose. Usually I would have used a smaller brush, but like I said, these kids got school tomorrow. I gotta work in the morning. Ain't nobody got time to be looking for all these different brushes, y'all. Excess concealer, drag it. So it's still a pretty fresh look, not too much foundation. I am gonna probably do a full coverage routine, but we'll see. Now, one size translucent powder has been my jam lately, that and another setting powder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set where I put that concealer. I do pat mine in. I do not bake and let it sit. I honestly feel like that's where I go wrong. I cannot do it because when I very first started doing my makeup and I tried doing that, baby, Casper, the friendly ghost, it was not pretty. Them pictures was not pretty. Terrible. So I did go ahead and go in with that. Now, the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder is what I'm going to go in with. And then I did use this big fluffy brush. I had got this actually a long time ago, some years ago. It's a powder brush by Real Techniques. It came in like holiday gift set. So I did go ahead and use that, set the rest of my face that I did not put that loose setting powder. And just also kind of drag that down as well. Now, y'all, the second star of the show is the bronzed palette in the shade Tan. I don't know why it sounds like I'm saying tan, but I'm saying tan. And I did go in with the top shade, which is the lighter shade. So, just watch how this blends in and brings so much more color back to it. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Baby, y'all can't tell me that's not a pretty shade. Look at her. See, when I really like something and I like how it look on me, this where I be like wanting to go back and purchase like 2 or 3 of them. And I can't do that. Like, makeup expires. Duh. Relax. Use this one up first. So I did go ahead and take, not necessarily a smaller brush, but just something obviously a little bit more smaller than the one I was just using to do that nose and kind of bring it up just to add some type of definition there. But that is such a pretty color. I'm so excited. Alamar Cosmetics, this is their medium tan blush palette, and I did go in with the shade Seclusion and Isla, which is the first and second shade. Mix those two together. Let's go ahead and add some blush to the face. Some of these brushes that I'm using, if you see like the black handle on them, I actually got them off Amazon. I will link them below as well if I can find them. But they are actually really good and soft brushes. I know I used one of their eye brushes in when I did the eyeshadow. Now, Artist Couture highlighter. Baby. Gorgeous. Okay. Gorgeous. Oh, look at that. This is in the shade Hot Damn. So very, very pretty highlighter. Gold. I'll be so excited when I feel like my look coming together. It's like, come on, let's go. Hurry up. I am the type of person, I dance and sing in my, I sing in my head. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Going back in with that Charlotte Tilbury spray. We're going to do that again. Do it again. Do it again. That's the most spray. Yes. And then now what I'm going to do is go back into that palette. Hit the lower lash line. I'm taking the mustard and that reddish orange. And I'm just going to run those two along the lash line. Now here I'm going to go in with the more gold tone that's in the palette. It's on the top row of the bronzed palette, and I'm just going to put that in as inner corner highlight. I wish I would have paid attention to this while recording, because I probably would have just went in with the Artist Couture highlighter and put it in the inner corner so it can pop more, but that's okay. Went ahead and went in with that one. And then also what I am going to do is take, if I can find it, girl, searching high and low, get yourself together. I seriously have to get myself together, I promise you. I am searching high and low for it. But I am gonna go in with the LA Girl Shockwave in the waterline. This is in the shade Blackout. I could not find my brown liner, because I would have put a brown liner in my waterline, but that is okay. Okay, everything's okay. And then for lip liner, I am using is it Cola with Juvia's Place. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that. And then on the lips, I did go in, I just kept it simple and did a gloss, because I'm not about to go anywhere, ain't about to put on nobody mask. But I did go ahead and go in with Honey Waffles in the Fenty Cream Gloss Bomb Cream. I love this. Oh, I love this shade. And they smell so good. I don't know what it is. So pretty though. Get that, fix that lash, honey. Whatever, they about to come off. Feel. Going in with this Morphe, is it Make It Big mascara? I believe that's what it is. I'll link it down below. Like I said, I really, really like this on my lower lash line. I definitely feel like it really lengthens my hairs on my lower lash line, and it actually stays all day. But the wand is just so big, so you have to truly be careful. And that is the final look, baby. We are done with this tutorial.